Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 29 of our slow and immersive on mode run of Baldur's Gate 3. We're back with our solo challenge Dark Urge run, where I'm playing Dark Urge for the first time, and going with the evil story arc. We're playing as Zervash, a white dragonborn Eldritch Knight fighter. We'll be going with straight up Eldritch Knight for this playthrough, but a somewhat unorthodox build focused on mage armor and cloth armor, combined with polearms, namely glaives actually, to help carry us through this. And we're level 7 and, 60% so far. We picked Polearm Master level 4 and Savage Attacker at level 6. We did respec from Sentinel because Sentinel didn't actually work the way I thought it would. I won't recount what happened in Act 1. Suffice it to say, we've killed everybody there. We slaughtered the Grove, and we killed Minthara as well. Otherwise, every legendary and every companion, other than Astarion, are dead. In the previous episode, we crossed the mountain pass into the Shadow-Cursed lands, over from path to Kresh, over from, the mountain pass. We tackled the Drider immediately because we saw him having the lantern, and that's something we want and need, so we took it from him. We then got ambushed by twisted, corrupted vines here because we didn't pass the perception check. But we still beat that fight. I actually forgot to explore in between episodes. I'm just going to pick up right where we left off. And I did, however, have a think about where we're heading. And to be honest, since we know nothing else, we're actually going to head straight to Moonrise Towers because that is the only thing we do know about. Our character. So let's go ahead and kind of dabble back a little bit here. I don't think there was anything important on that path, but I'll loot it in between episodes. Okay, here we could do a little bit of exploration, though. I think there's a bit of
There was a battle here once, a large one.
Indeed, there was. Oh, there's the price of pride. A record of Ketheric Thorm's speech to his troops before his victory over the Druids and Harpers. Take this, you there, take this from me. That is gold, friends. Let those who are covetous and cravens among you take my gold and go. There is enough to keep you warm in winter. But in those cold and lonely winters to come, you will look into the bought flames in the purchased hearth and see a bargain for peace, and then you'll realize that such a retirement comes at the price of pride. Go on and take it and go. Those who are not afraid, and me, we won't stop you. But nor shall we know a winter in which the coin of regret is idly spent. Instead, we shall know blood and fury, and a triumph worthy of a flame reconcilable only with heaven. I swear it. Against us arrayed is a group of fools. Let them be our bank vault. Let us raid them, friends. Let us grow rich on screams. I'll grab it. Take a peek here. Oh,
What's that?
very nice. Not worth exploring right now. Let's do it. We'll have more interesting things, but...
Pickets, ballistas, siege engines. A little old-fashioned, too. 100 years. More.
Okay. Just a few arrows sort of here and there. Any more lore? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Okay, well, it's nice to just tie up this side of the map. Empty heavy chest again. Nothing here. I really hope we can jump down without... Nope, we cannot. Fine. Let's be difficult. Ooh. Chest, thank you. I don't think I've ever noticed this chest before, if I'm honest. Sack. Equip of these. So we'll take a peek here. Pick up any of this rusty stuff. What's out here? Nothing. On the way back. Leave that alone. At the moment, yeah. Head straight for Moonrise Towers. See what's going on here with this absolute letter of surrender. General Ketheric Thorm, it is with heavy heart that I must announce the surrender of the Harper forces and its allies to your Dark Justicia army. Under unanimous agreement, Harper's work against villainy and wickedness wherever they find it. So states our code. And so here we have acted, but I also know all too well how the statement continues, but they work ever mindful of the consequences of what they do. We cannot be party to the suffering of the people of Rythrun, and indeed of the great loss of life that this war will visit upon the Sword Coast, and perhaps beyond it. So it is written, and so let it be done. Kelvin Arunsun, on behalf of the High Harper Council and his allies. 2 words are slashed across the bottom of the scroll. Surrender declined. We can even actually get a little bit of lore here as well. Justicia Mask. Inquisitor Verzen Ranlock. Investigation notes. The ledger is filled with tight, precise handwriting that seems to suggest a focused, analytical mind. A fresh lead has been volunteered by one of the guests in the dungeons. Praise Lady Shah for inspiring the inventor of thumbscrews. The guest spoke of an abandoned house, ski map coordinates included, that was once said to belong to a potter, but is now being used as a clandestine place of worship for Selûnite holdouts and their sympathizers. There's a chance, of course, that the guest offered up false information in a bid to end his suffering, but I suspect not. His confession had the ragged, unpolished air of truth to it. I shall endeavor to investigate it at once and cautiously. Best if I am not seen, and should I find any Selûnite idols or texts, I can summon reinforcements and lay a trap. Oh, what a joy it shall be to see their faces when they are caught in the act and surrounded by dark cloaks. Verzen Ranlock, Inquisitor to the Church of Lady Shar. Investigate Selûnite resistance. Failed survival check. I literally got like no survival checks in this playthrough. Wooden chest here. Hiding behind the tree from us. Traveler's chest. Strand shield. That would be this one. Okay. Ooh, very nice. Experience. We should have touched upon the fast travel points though.
Hard to believe that such formidable warriors could have fallen. And to whom?
Does this go? It sort of leads up somewhere, but with a closed door, however. Let's head straight for Moonrise Towers. Maybe oak doors here. Fine, we'll deal with that later.
We're close. I can feel it. The Absolute. Its power is strong here.
That might be worth a look.
Yep, it might be. nice. Very, very nice. The waning moon here. Boom. Waypoint discovered. Right, I mean, we do have actions. Yeah, we got everything. We're ready.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
My apologies. Welcome back, true soul. What news?
Welcome back. I've never been here before. Minthara sent me. Little from the field. What news inside? I might ask the same. Why is one of our rank on guard duty? Great news. I'm to take your head. There will be a challenge run in the future, guys, where I just pick attack like every single time. I do want to get the story. Great news, I'm here to take your head. Love this. Right, little from the field. What news inside? I mean, we're sneaky.
General Ketheric's advisor went off on a field trip. Zarel's in charge till he gets back.
You'll find Zarel in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Leave. Alright. Good enough.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
I'm loving the non-stop XP.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you through the main doors.
Alright. The disciple will want to see us, but before we do that, of course, we're going to do the shopping here. Let's deal with these fools.
The Absolute herself called us here. They cannot stop us from seeing Zarel now. Where do you hail from?
I was a farrier in Desarin Valley. Then the dreams came.
My brothers had the dreams too. Same as me. They wouldn't admit it.
The Absolute calls us all to her design. Your family will answer. Eventually.
Each pack of recruits they bring in is worse than the last. Can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword.
I thought the Absolute welcomed all believers. Their potential great warriors have grown from less. Then get rid of them. Undeserving should be purged.
Yeah. They're deadweight. Not real believers, like us. Thank you, true soul. In her name.
She gives them to you fully formed. Can you hear her?
Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind.
Right, pilgrims. You'll be scouting the perimeter of the war camp, looking for enemies.
But the shadows? It's death out there without a guide.
The shadows won't harm you, so long as you know your place in the Absolute's design.
Of course. Of course.
Okay. Carve.
If you have coin, then show it.
To mock me is to beg for death. Don't provoke me, I have a short temper. What do you have an offer? Mock me is to beg for death, sir.
Ha! Bark, bark, like a warg pup you are. The Absolute needs warriors for her crusade. But I see only weaklings in this place.
You want a warrior? Here I am. Okay, let's just be careful. Like, I don't want to, like, mess up the story. Let's trade, and then I'll answer. Don't remember if this guy necessarily has anything we want. I do want Arrow of Many Targets. Construct, meh. Beyond, meh. Prophetic reprieves. I mean, maybe crossbow. No, halberd of vigilance. Sentinel weapon gain a +1 bonus to initiative rolls and advantage on perception check. When you make an attack roll as a reaction, you make it with advantage. And this is huge if you guys ever wanted to play similar playthrough, but not for us. I don't think halberd is for us, but like a paladin with a halberd, that would be really cool. Like a cleric would be huge. Or even, I mean, just any regular fighter. I mean, halberd is a pretty versatile weapon. +2 extra reach. I mean, I would love to have it. Now, it's a bit meta-gamey, to be honest. But, I mean, you have to, like, knowledge of the game. So, the hunting shortbow and the monster slayer glaive is a very potent combo in Act 1. But Drider is actually, I think, the last monstrosity we're really going to face. From now on, it's really going to be mostly undead. Some fae, you know, like aberrations and such. So these kind of fall off from now on, basically. I mean, so if we do switch this out, I don't remember where we're going to get it from, but I believe it's here, actually. Yeah, okay, well, let's... Yeah, so I mean, I guess what I want to say now is that we are open to throwing away our hunting shortbow and monster slayer glaive. We're not going to get advantage on monsters anymore. Hunter's mark is kind of difficult to use, and it doesn't add that much anymore. To be honest, we didn't really use it even that many times in the end. Maybe we should have, to be honest. Maybe we should have. But it's kind of difficult. You might as well just take out a small enemy. Like, this is only good for bosses. Arguably, it's actually only becoming useful now. But we'll concentrate on blur most of the time, you know, or on other things. So yeah, we can't really have our concentration taken up. Yeah, so this is kind of very much up for, you know, sort of up to be switched, really, you know. We don't need cruel sting. A drow elf wielding this. Yeah, we're not a drow elf, so. Right, so let's just go and sell it. Fog cloud, we don't need. Stealth thing, we don't need. That tradition mask, we don't need. We're not dealing fire damage. The whispering promise. Frost prince. Yeah. So we kind of could do this. This guy doesn't have any healing. That is a little concerning, if I'm honest. We have a lot of everything else. Don't need the helm. Don't need any of this. Leather armor, sentinel shield, yeah. So let's do this. Yeah, the halberd is very good indeed. But that's kind of it. Yeah. Okay. I don't think we need potions of agility reprieve. Unless interrupted, you gain the benefits of a short rest. And we're getting all first and second level spell slots. To be honest, for us, we're only gonna get second level spell slots. So this actually is pretty nice, but at the other hand, like, why not just long rest? Right? I mean, what's the point of spending 200 gold to maintain an elixir? Sure. But we got plenty of elixir of strength, so... Alright, you want a warrior? Here I am. Continue with the dialogue.
Prove it! Who's singing your name?
No one. Fighter persuasion. Check the calluses on my hands. Those come only from a steadfast grip on a weapon. Intimidation. I have cut from corpses 1,000 tongues, and those 1,000 tongues sing of murder. We do have advantage on this. I don't want to try this intimidation. You'll be shrieking my name if you keep asking inane questions. I have cut from corpses 1,000 tongues, and those 1,000 tongues sing of murder. 16. Okay, we do have a few inspirations. I never actually did this. Ooh, nice. I feel like this is the Dark Urge option.
The bridge to glory is built on the bones of the dead. Want anything from my stash? You pay less than the rest.
What do you have an offer? Okay. Okay, we got a discount of 15%. I'll take that. I'll take that. I mean, I'm still not sure if we really need this. Didn't get anything new. Didn't get any new items here. Fine. Okay.
Slaughter well, true soul.
Let's just get through a Moonglow and then proceed with the rest of the story. I just don't want anything to like go down and one of these runs away.
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul?
New face? We've met before at the Goblin Camp.
Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul. A pity neither of us saw what happened.
Speak for yourself. I heard a pretty good view of the slaughter. Really? You saw nothing at all? Careful, that sounds like an accusation. Speak for yourself. I had a pretty good view of the slaughter.
Better to keep that quiet. Unless you want another look from the receiving end. Look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Quite a god to bring them all together. And quite a fool who'd draw their ire. Hmm?
You almost sound concerned for my safety. Drop the act. What are you actually doing here? Yeah.
I'm not the one putting on an act, true soul. Though I'd mind how well you mouth your prayers. Spend enough time in this place, and you might just start to believe them. But look at me, preaching, and when I'm only here to serve. Anything to trade, true soul?
Sure. Ooh. That is a lot of stuff. We definitely want the big potions. List of the Colossus weapons deal additional. I mean, this is an elixir until long rest. Additional water for damaging and advantage on strength and saving throws. Replace effects from other elixirs. And yeah, not for us right now. Many targets. Yes, please. Monstrosity. Yeah, that's not going to be a lot of monstrosities. Some nice spells. Fireball. Yes. The rest I can sort of live without, or we already have them, to be honest. Magic missile, always good to have. Grab some of that. The rest, meh. Control elemental, meh. Too expensive for what they are. What do we have here? Blooded Great Axe. When the wielder has 50% hit points or less, they deal an additional 1 to 4 slashing damage. This. Oh. We don't have enough money. Fuck off. Alright. Hang on. We'll find the money. Hang on. Hang on. This is what we were looking for. Drake Throat Glaive. This is the reason we went with glaives, guys. Yeah, this is the one. Enemies have disadvantage on saving throws against your Dragonborn Breath weapon. That's not like... not nothing, but it's not really much. We should be when they bunch up, we could do like a throw. Well, the thing is, we throw and get them wet for a few turns, and then next turn, yeah, we could do like a big AOE. However, the beauty of this weapon is that you get Draconic Elemental Weapon, imbue a weapon with. There's already a +2, right? And this imbues a weapon with elemental power. It receives a +1 bonus to attack rolls and deals an additional 1d4 damage of your choice. Once per long rest, you imbue it. So it's not a 1d10, it's a 1d14 almost, kind of. 1d10 plus 1d4. Plus it's a +3. So very good. Also, it has got cleave. Swing your weapon in a large arc to attack up to 3 enemies. Pretty good for us. So we must have this right now. I would like to save this one. Like I would definitely have things to sell. Like, we definitely have things to sell, surely. Even among these, what do we have to sell? Ooh, this thing, Faith Break. Wait, hang on. We have the big armor. Hang on. I'm gonna quit
An
this.
honor, true soul.
Hang on. Let's just dip into camp. We still have the adamantine armor, surely. At the very least, yeah. This should be worth something. Adamantine sword. Fine, we'll sell that too. Map of the Undermounted King we can sell. I'm not selling the Unseen Menace. When you inflict condition arcane synergy. No, we're definitely selling this. Selling this. We can't take off our headband of intellect. We're selling this. Yeah, like the rest. Okay, it's not really even worth that much. So, oh, we have a bunch of junk here. Gloves of dexterity again. We also, to be honest, don't need. That's this. When the wearer deals thunder, lightning. Yeah, I mean, we're never changing our gloves either. So let's, yeah. Back in there. Sorry guys, I'm taking my sweet time.
Ever at your service.
But this is important. This is oh, for God's
An honor.
Oh, for
True
God's
so.
sake. Oh, for God's sake. That's not what I wanted. Oh, we lost our mage armor now. Oh. Oh, for God's sake. That's not what I clicked. Yeah, let's just make sure. Aye. Oh, for God's sake. Mother's Revenge. To be honest, though, things are gonna start becoming undead. So, yeah, bludgeoning damage is... Yeah, this is actually a really good amulet, but the thing is, undead hit with their, like, arms, I think it's often bludgeoning damage that they hit with. Not gonna use that. I will use just parry apt. We are gonna start taking a lot of hits. Yeah. Okay, we do have our rings. When you deal damage, you get arcane synergy. God's sake, where's our glaive? Monster Slayer glaive, hunting shortbow. God damn. We need like... We actually... No, we can't cast it. Okay, I'll put the parry apt on. Yeah. Hey, let's not forget. Okay, let's deal with this.
Ever at your service.
Okay, fine. My bad, I mean. Oh, kinda my bad. Okay, so let's sell this. All of this needs to go. Alright, and that's a lot of money. Really? That's not enough to buy the glaive? Really? All of this, not enough. I'm gonna sell you the owlbear egg. And still it's not enough. Lord Master's Crest. Still not enough. You're kidding me. Enough of the Undermountain King, Gloves of Dexterity. Yeah, we definitely don't need any of this. Definitely. Yeah, but we do need the Drake Throat Glaive. I am going to get some big potions that are of many targets. That fireball I wanted. And that magic missile. Other than that, armor of devotion. Pretty good. Eternal devotion. Recite your oath to gain one channel oath charge. That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, the armor, this and that. Yeah, okay. I think this will do. Boom.
An honor. True so.
Yep. Ultimately, also, even if we keep the bow for advantage on monstrosities, boom, guys. We don't really need that. Let's go ahead and bind this. First of all, right. That is a glaive. And then we do damage. What kind of damage should we do, guys? I reckon we do cold at first. Until we rest. Imbue a weapon with an icy... I assume? Elemental weapon, right? Yeah, 1 die 10, plus 1, plus 7, plus 1 die 4. Yeah, 7 is plus 5. Wait, how? Plus... we have plus 5 from our strength. Plus 2 from weapon enchantment. Where is the... Oh, yeah, well, plus 1 to hit. So it's plus 1 to hit from elemental weapon. Yeah, plus 1 to bonus to attack rolls, and then 1 die 4 is the damage, yeah. So there we are. Again, benefits our savage attacker as well. I'll sort out the icons in between. This kind of needs to become part of our morning routine, to be honest. Yeah, something like this is good. Yeah, okay. So we got a new weapon. That's a positive. Okay, let's go book to Oblodra. Just before anything like goes down. This was the key item I needed to get. I'm open to a better bow.
Seems simple enough.
That's for sure. Araj Oblodra.
Araj Oblodra, trader in all things occult. A very great pleasure to meet you, true soul. Should you be interested, I have a particular offer I'd like to make.
I really like this character. Just her voice and her, like the makeup, the metallic makeup. Really like her. Let's hear about this special offer of yours.
Put plainly, I'd like your blood. A vial of true soul's blood, specifically. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself.
And what exactly are you planning to do with your share? There's malice in this blood. It boils, churns, and whispers to me. I think this is the darker option, so I'm gonna go for it. Well, let's ask a question first. What exactly are you planning to do with your share?
Research, naturally. We Oblodras are simply curious by nature.
There's malice in this blood. It boils, churns, and whispers to me.
Well, that's why we're trading, no? I assure you, the potions are more than worth their weight.
What kind of potion can you make?
No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together,
Alright, let's do it.
Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well.
Elixir of Dragonborn Prowess Frost. You have advantage on intimidation and persuasion checks, resistance to cold damage, which we already have, and can use Ice Storm once until you're in long rest. Meh. Ice Storm is nice. Advantage on intimidation and persuasion. Yeah.
Welcome back, true soul.
Fine. Show me your stock. Yep, so this lady definitely has some healing, which we will take. I will take this remedial potion. Scroll of haste, I wouldn't mind. Don't need any of this. Atom sounds power, robe exquisite focus. Thunderskin cloak when a creature. No. Yeah, ring of free action. You ignore effects of difficult terrain, you cannot be paralyzed or restrained. I'm definitely gonna buy it, guys. Boots of Arcane bolstering each time they dash, then it says Arcane charge. For 2 turns, while threatened, the effect entails +2 bonus to damage with spells while threatened. Okay. Oh, a bomb. Yeah, so we'll get this. I do want Ring of Free Action. I don't know. My previous theory, guys, was that this is a must-have on... Yeah, now that we, to be honest, now that we don't have the Broodmother's Revenge, we're going to have to be spending our bonus action for toxins. We have plenty to run through, though. Although everyone's still immune here, so actually that will probably only happen in Act 3. Yeah, so it's a bit... You know, it's... Yeah, I feel like I want to buy it just so we have it. We'll keep Scrolls of Haste. We'll just keep stacking those because I think those will come in very handy later on. Because we can never throw off our... You can't throw off our concentration. Right?
Come back anytime.
And that gives us +2 AC and double movement for 10 turns. Now, in case anything goes down, let's go ahead and unfortunately reapply this mage armor. I'm gonna leave it.
Just a pinch of.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna stack our haste scrolls, or sort of, you know, just kind of save them up. But yeah, right now, sorry, without further ado, yeah, we're only 35 minutes in. We do have 3 inspirations, so whatever happens, we should be okay if there's anything different. I don't expect there to be, but who knows?
We did as we was told, General. Followed every order.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
Us? No, it was Minthara. She got the orders. She...
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul. You do not deserve to live.
Don't kill them. They're loyal followers of the Absolute. Keep silent and keep watching.
Mercy, General! Please!
General Thorm?
Let our newest arrival speak. You have seen what these creatures are capable of, and you have seen their inadequacies, isn't that so? What is your judgment?
You know I'm loyal! Tell him!
Enough! True Soul, tell the General how the goblins served our cause.
Attack the half or just kill them. They're worthless.
Lies! I served the Absolute! I did everything I was told!
And there you have it. We are too close to the ending, and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again.
No! No!
Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, let us take advantage of our surprising guest and their particular creative genius. I'm sure the results will send a clear message to the troops on the importance of discipline.
Of course, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish.
Thank you. I'm going to enjoy this.
Do. Have fun. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake!
Beg, choke, die. Okay, this isn't really any different. Okay. Split yourselves open, crack, crack, and smile while you work. I dream of blood pools deep enough to bathe in. Run me a bath. I will do this with my own hands. It always feels better. Please. I dream of blood pools deep enough to bathe in. I mean, okay, we're not really bloodthirsty. But I think these are the three, the dark urge ones. Okay, I think we are bloodthirsty, to be honest. Split yourselves open. I dream of blood pools deep enough to bathe in. Run me a bath.
No! Please! Oh! Ah! Ah!
Jeez.
In another lifetime, you were greeted in this throne room like a god, not the living wreck you are now. Your disgrace has something to do with this Ketheric. You yearn to flay him until he forgets himself, as you have.
What? You yearn to flay him? What, are we Merkel? We could be. Ooh, grit your teeth and ignore the feeling, making a scene won't answer your questions. Indulge in your thoughts of lacerating him.
He healed up a treat. He could enjoy your cuts forever and a day.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn more about his power.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused, to be honest. Hang on. Okay. Didn't really doesn't give us the narrator dialogue, does it? Oh look, you can actually see how many days you've played. No, come on. This can't be right. Stonemason Kith, what? Or Alien Fezerk. Okay, well, she did say you were once greeted in this room like a god, not like the wreck, sort of like you are. They see, yeah. Yeah, and then this was a dream visitor. This is separate. The seed of Absolute's power, occupied by that cannot be killed. But his powers of flesh and blood. We must learn about his power. Okay, that's separate. That's coming from the dream visitor. Well, who said that? Was it the dream visitor who said that? No. No, it wasn't. It was the narrator. You were once greeted here as a god. No. Yeah. Not like the wreck you are now. Like you want to lacerate Ketheric. So okay. So we kind of felt a tingle to kill Ketheric. Like a god. It's like the third time we refer to ourselves as a god, to be honest. Not to self. You've got this, Rika. You've got the bestest true soul there ever was. All you got to do is trust Minthara. Listen to the Absolute and do as she says. Then you get your audience and you'll be proper rewarded. Don't go listening to them fakers like Dren. Dren does not hear shit. Got this. Dren. Very heavy great axe. Yeah. Oh, we got a bomb out of this. Okay. Okay, so we do want to kill Ketheric because we were greeted in this throne room like a god. We are the Absolute. Who was the god in Moonrise Towers before Ketheric took over? Selûne? I mean, I kind of doubt we're Selûne. Are we Merkel? Like a god? Okay, fine. Let's talk to Disciples Rel. Just head upstairs.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciples Rel?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul.
Okay.
The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No. Better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. A pool of warmth spreads through your mind as she settles on the memory of you commanding the goblins to die.
Oh, I like you. That was inventive and efficient.
And enjoyable. Got any more minions to punish?
Plenty. But I hoped someone of your talents would be more ambitious. You came here to answer the Absolute's call. Let's see what you're made of.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
Persuasion, distract her with thoughts of your night with Minthara. Fake it, fill your mind with love of the Absolute. Fight her wisdom, bring to mind your years of rigorous combat training. Show her the depths of your dedication. Okay, advantage. Distract her by drawing her towards your hunger for power. Intimidation, lash her with atrocities you've conducted. Overwhelm her by unleashing a wave of hatred as you prepare to attack. I mean, I'm definitely gonna do a run, guys, one day where like we just go all out. Well, I don't know. I don't think you can do that solo, to be honest. I mean, you gotta be judicious as to when and how you do this. Maybe we do this with the Gith Yankee run with Lae'zel. Like, we're not gonna be sneaky. We're just gonna be like rash and just charge forward. Anyway, what do we hear? Lash with atrocities you've conducted. And distract her by drawing her towards your hunger for power. This is not even a check. I think this, I mean, I want to like pass it, so I don't want to do, you know, wisdom fighter, but I think this is the dark edge option, so let's go with that. Distract her by drawing her toward your hunger for power.
Exquisite. You're brimming with power already, but the Absolute can give you even more. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted.
Show me the power she gave you.
Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
I'll live to serve. What do I need to do? Oh, do you? Well, it so happens I have a price. And why should I serve General Thorm? No. I mean, obviously we do want to say I live to serve, but we got a lot of pride. Like, we're no simple guy. It says you were treated like a god. We have something to do with the god. I mean, it's like the second or third time we've been referred to as a god. Maybe we're like some, I don't know, like the deities of Baldur's Gate very well, but maybe there's some other god that hates, what? Merkel, Bane, and Baal, right? Which are effectively the three that are controlling the crown. Maybe we're his, like, messenger or incarnation. That would be cool. I live to serve. What do I need to do? Oh, do you? No, it's not, we're not that price. And why should I serve General Thorm?
You feel her presence in your head again. She grips your mind, squeezing until your vision blurs with pain.
The General is the Absolute's chosen. Serving him is a great privilege, one that I'm beginning to doubt you deserve.
She's offering a way forward. You would be wise to play along.
Fine. Apologies, what do I need to do?
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there. Aid Balthazar if you can. And bring the relic home.
What if Balthazar's dead? What exactly was the relic he was sent to retrieve?
It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
Talking of this relic makes you anxious. Why is that? Ooh, 18. There's some possibility. Not really, I guess. We could spend 1 inspiration. We have 3, or we have 4. Okay, let's spend 1. Spend even a couple. I do want to know what she says. I mean, it's a very low chance, though. Okay, I don't think this really changes anything. I'd rather save the inspirations, I guess. Or should we spend 1 more? Nah.
I don't get anxious, I get impatient. You have your mission.
What if Balthazar's dead?
Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters.
You said he lost contact. What do you mean?
And I accompanied him. It was destroyed shortly after he left Moonrise. Hardly a surprise. We're protected here, but outside the shadows are hungry.
Yeah, understood. I'm ready to head out.
The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
Okay, Balthazar room key. Okay, this is kind of completely bugged. We are... No, it's actually... We're still only coming up on the hour. Okay, but let's do a little exploration. Maybe, you know, read a few things. Is there anything here? Oh, folks. Recruiting gnolls here. Though gnolls verge upon being brute beasts who cannot follow orders. Couched in even the simplest terms, they can fulfill one important role in an army such as the one we're building, that of vanguard shock troops. Howling gnoll berserkers can be sent ahead in frontal assault to absorb defenders' spells and missile volleys, exhausting our enemy's ammunition before the arrival of the organized phalanxes of our less savage troops. Accordingly, Ragsland's hobgoblin rangers are hereby detached to the wilderness to track down gnoll warpacks, capture each pack's flint leader, and bring them back in good condition to Moonrise Towers for tadpoling. The flints can then be returned to their warpacks, where we can count on their rank and file to follow the orders of their leaders, who will then be loyal to the Absolute. 6 such packs should meet our needs. See to it. Disciples Rel on behalf of General Catherick. Taking the groves off the table. Dictated to Scribe Ianthus by General Catherick. Druids, meddling and meddlesome, I have a history with them that makes me wary of underestimating them. They will certainly not welcome the rise of the Absolute in their vicinity, and could become significant obstacles if we don't find a way to take them out of play. I speak here, for starters, of the Emerald Grove and of the Cloakwood Circle. They cannot easily be defeated without a significant diversion of resources, but they can, perhaps, be neutralized from within. Druids, by their very nature, do not smile, Ianthus, value the balance of natural forces over the welfare of humanity in general, and in the extreme, this is expressed by the faction historically known as the Shadow Druids, who favor complete separation of the circles from what they regard as the ills of civilization. We shall identify the current leaders of the Shadow Druids, cultivate them with gifts while intimidating them with threats, and encourage them to see the wisest and most prudent course is for the Druid circles to stand neutral as the army of the Absolute marches on the blighted cities of the civilized. Disciples Rel shall select an appropriate agent to parley with the Shadow Druid leaders. Eventually, all shall be infected with tadpoles. Alright, I actually never read this before. I believe I missed that. Invasion plans in Baldur's Gate, Orcs of the Trielta Hills. The recent dismemberment of Agent Moss, True Soul 26, by Lord Herod's guards at the Ring Fork stronghold is a clear indication that our strategy of co-opting the orcs of the Trielta Hills needs to be adjusted. Sending a herald to talk was regarded as evidence of weakness, so we must assume an attitude of dominance in our next attempt. The true soul among us who best understands orcish customs is undoubtedly Sir Yax of Scornable. He shall be sent, backed up by a pair of ogres, to deliver a direct personal challenge to Lord Herod, using as an excuse the dismemberment of Moss. Yax is to defeat Herod, and then force him to swear fealty to the Absolute, and in return we shall back Herod in the conquest and alliance of the other two Trielta tribes. Inform Sir Yax as soon as he returns from the Werewoods. Disciples Rel on behalf of General Catherick. Right. Okay. Yeah. This lady here. Talk to her.
It is not your time yet, Blessed One. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private contemplation, save for those he chooses to ascend.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
And how is one chosen to ascend?
I'm sure you have done a great many things to get this far, true soul. But above, you will stand in her very presence. Such an honor requires more.
Her words are diplomatic, but her face betrays her true feelings. Utter contempt for you and all your kind.
Disciples Rel has given you a chance to earn that honor.
Prove you're ready. Reach out for her tadpole. You don't believe I'm worthy, and if I choose to go anyway, will you stop me? What's with the skeletons? Does the Absolute dabble in necromancy now? Prove you're ready. Reach out for her tadpole. I mean, it's probably be really high DC, to be honest. I don't want to waste any more inspiration, so this isn't really important. We kind of know also, like, we're gonna need to go through Catherick, and Catherick right now is immortal, as obviously seen in that throne room. You don't believe I'm worthy?
I believe you will find your rightful place in her design. Either you will ascend, or you will fall, and I find use for even the fallen. I hope that is some comfort to you.
All right. Oh, wow, there is something here. Go to the Sword Coast, no word from Balthazar. A little gift. What's this, Marcus? I assume no explanation is needed for just how rare these appendages are, and I trust you shall make good use of them. You have a golden opportunity to please the General. Do not squander it. Access to the unwilling donor has proven difficult since the harvesting, but if I am afforded the opportunity, I shall pass along your gratitude. B. Alright, no word from Balthazar. Balthazar has sent neither word nor notice. Wherever he's gone is a mystery. Needs someone to investigate his chambers, but no doubt he's rigged the thing to high hells. Perhaps hobgoblins. Okay, missive from Catherick. Gortash, the tone of your recent letter is inappropriate. You may follow the Lord of Tyranny, but I do not answer to him or to you. It isn't the fault of any of the Chosen that the artifact has gone astray. Unforeseen events occurred, and as they always do. I acknowledge your planning mastery and brilliance of mind, but you lack the depth of experience that brings patience and composure. The artifact will be found. Our enemies will be thwarted. We will prevail. Now, show us that you are reliable as well as brilliant. General Catherick Thole. Okay. Balthazar's key here. Engraved Githyanki disc.
disc is similar to one you found before. This time, the symbols easily resolve into coherent words and sentences. The story of Orpheus further unfolds. The Prince of the Comet, Part 3.
Oh. Guys, move my mouse down during cinematics so we can't see it on screen. Okay, the histories tell us that Commander Voss, Justil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon Ephelomon. Like its faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. Such a shame we messed up that run, guys. I never knew any. I never thought in my life that this would actually be in this game. I thought there was just like some lore I found. Anyway, we'll come back to Gith. It's been a while. Yeah, we'll come back to that soon. Clasped book. This is a log on the work of one of Balthazar's necromancers, Cressa Bone Daughter, dated 210 days ago. After the state the Fallen One was in, I never expected Cressa would be able to save it. I was hoping the usurped thing would die. That's what it would have wanted. It's not as if Cressa studying it is going to prove much. It was damaged in the attack far beyond what the mere tadpole could do. But she seems fond of the foul creature. Let her play with it. Another entry seems to be written into this log dated a 10-day later. I shouldn't have, in hindsight, let Cressa keep her pet. Ever since it was shipped onto one of the Nautiloids to be deployed, she has been inconsolable. It won't survive out there. It needs me. It isn't like the others. The feral thing will make a fine warrior for the Absolute, and now my best assistant is distracted thinking about it. She will come to heal again soon enough. Wonder what he's talking about there. Purple fluoride shard. Oh, this is one of the memory shards. Man, so much I missed. No, it's not. Oh, sorry, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, Moon Lantern. We already have one, so we don't really need to bother, right? Bam. Use tools, yeah. Really shouldn't have wasted that inspiration on an 18 DC check. Derivation cloak. When you pose on a foe, heal yourself for 1 day. Meh. Goblins, the Maglubiate Gambit. Goblin troops, though crude and a bit dim, are valuable because they are adaptable and can be fitted into a number of different military roles, excelling as archery skirmishers and warg cavalry scouts. If rigorously drilled, some can function as disciplined phalanxes armed with half-pikes, and even the ones who can't be trained to march in step can serve as prime catapult fodder. The key to recruiting a tribe of goblins is their profound respect for their priests, who lead the tribe members in the worship of all-conquering Maglubiate. Therefore, let the high priests of the 7 tribes of the southwest Sword Coast be invited to a grand council, a feast where they will be well-fed, well-flattered, and well-lubricated with jugs of plonk laced with the mild paralytic. The priests will awaken with new guests in their crania and be led into docile devotion to a new and greater god than Maglubiate, the Absolute. And trust me, where the priests go, their warriors will follow. Advisor Balthazar. Alright. Balthazar's apprentice there.
That's curious.
That is curious. Balthazar's apprentice. Books labeled musty tomes. Poisons and venoms. Yeah, let's not touch these, I guess, right? Or I don't remember how this works exactly. Oh, is this an ingredient? No, it's actually not even an ingredient. Leave this alone. Alright. I think we're almost done, guys, exploring. do we have here? Balthazar's personal notes 3. Request from next caravan. Any works by Mordenkainen must catch up on current events. No volo. There are a century of ignorance. Hin Vellum holds ink like no other. Good harvest from an acolyte. New copy of Swift and Sudden Death for library. Current volume badly scorched. Charred prayer book. My dark goddess. When I lost my daughter, I learned my purpose. My dark goddess. When I learned my purpose, I gathered the flock. When the flock was full, I punished the wicked. When the wicked struggled, I struck them down. My dark goddess, I am yours. When I lost my daughter, I learned my purpose. When I learned my purpose, I gathered the flock. When the flock was full, I punished the wicked. When the wicked struggled, I struck them down. I am yours. Okay. I can't enter here. Alright, let's get down. Maybe just explore a little bit more, to be honest. Might as well do it in this episode. This way I kind of... This way I roll in here. Yep. Yeah, I mean, well, we could even take a long rest if I'm honest. I mean, no, but we still got action surge. We still got a little bit in us. And she's just kind of completely bugged now, isn't she? Interesting. Quite a lot of bugs on this, more than on vanilla, I guess. Run, oh, more yeah, typical run. On this Dark Urge run. A bunch of this. Don't need to bother with this. This is a blowjob room. Let's go deal with this. Rugatlin cellar.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you?
I've never met a tame gnoll before.
Soft and sweet as pudding, isn't he? He no longer remembers his life in the wild. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better.
Gnolls are beasts, plain and simple. I thought the Absolute accepted us all as we are. You actually stood before the Absolute. Gnolls are beasts, plain and simple.
Oh, the good is buried deeper in some, that is true. But she will always find it. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do?
How about a dance? Or you decide.
The prayer, I think. Barnabas struggles with civilized speech, but he's been practicing.
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
Many hearts, one soul.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
Compel the gnoll to pulp their master. Put aside dreams of mincing her. Help her take back control. Now let's do compel it to kill her. Oh, come on. No. Okay, I'm gonna spend an inspiration on this for sure. Come on. Oh, come on. I want to do this. Come on, please. I want to see this. Yes. That would be funny. Might even get inspiration out of this.
She simply smokes.
No! Barnabas, darling. No!
There's an illithid parasite in...
All trace of restraint is gone. Barnabas has tasted blood, and wants more. To your surprise, instead of ravishing you, he grovels with a howl of pining awe.
Lord! Ah! Many die.
I'm back. What? Many die. Wait, it said Lord. Wait, hang on. Lord back. Many die. I'm back. Why have we met? Ew, get away from me. No need to wait any longer, Nollies. There's blood coming soon. You're magnificent beasts. Magnificent indeed. I'm back. Why have we met? Oh, damn.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Yeah, I don't think these guys care. No, I don't want to get in trouble for this, to be honest, so I'm just going to leave it here for now. I think it will remain here, like we can pick it up later. But the good thing, I like that we get the inspiration. Who let the nulls out? Funny. So we are back to 3. Yeah, pretty good. Alright. What else is there, I guess? We can just go and explore a little bit. Okay, well, this is all of this I can explore kind of in between, I think, right? Yeah, I don't think there's anything particularly interesting here. Yeah, I think this is all kind of fine. Let's maybe do a I think there's a perception check here.
Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
We do have a ladder here. I'm itching to try our new glaive, guys. This is why I went for glaives, because this seems to be like the dragonborn weapon in BG3.
Something over there.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing.
Arcana, determine what it is. Got a +3. Nice.
You can't quite catch a glimpse, but you recognize this feeling. The same alien presence you felt on the Nautiloid.
Reach in.
Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
It's a trap!
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now.
Ooh, strength, tear your arm out of the tentacle's grip. Cat's grace, wriggle your hand free. Go limp and ride it out. No, wriggle your hand free. Advantage +5. Come on, can't lose this. Oh, also situational. I guess because we passed our Arcana check.
With a soft sucking sound, your hand pulls free. The flesh within the wall retreats.
Alright. Okay, we might as well just kind of do the whole thing in this episode. Hopefully we still manage to get it done. Just sort of down to 90 minutes or so.
This calls for careful footwork.
Balloon's devotee. This diary records the life of John Medolin. He suffered from lycanthropy, becoming a werebear at the advent of the full moon. Cured of his condition by a priestess of Seluna, John Medolin exchanged his claws for a great sword and a cause. He would keep this priestess, her name was Erlona, safe from all trouble on the highways and byways. Further, he would bear witness to her many miracles, for Erlona was a saint of the goddess, and gifted even more than he could have imagined. They never fell in love, though their friendship was quite something. Okay, so he picked grace on the cause. He would keep this priestess, her name was Erlona, safe from all trouble on the highways and byways. Further, he would bear witness to her many miracles, for Erlona was a saint of the goddess, and gifted even more than he could have imagined. They never fell in love, though their friendship was quite something. Alright. I see.
Useful. A knife in the dark.
Let's get this wooden chest. Perception failed. Surprised. I was surprised. Unfortunately, we're too close to it. Oh. And a third one from War Magic. Wow. Wow, the War Magic is actually super powerful. I mean, with Booming Blade, it's just a little crazy. I mean, well, basically now, we're allowed to do an extra attack with our bonus, right? That's basically what it is. I mean, it's still good to have Polearm Master, though. Because, well, it got us this far. That's first of all. That's always important to consider is, you know, you actually need to get to, like, level 7. I mean, second of all, we could choose to do bludgeoning damage if we wanted to. Third of all, we still get attack opportunity when they come in. Fourth of all... I don't know what the fourth point was. I guess there is no fourth point. Yeah, but we now effectively... effectively get, yeah, like a main hand on a bonus. Gotta be mindful of that, not to, like, mess it up. I already messed it up once. Okay, Spun Shadow Amulet. When the wearer deals damage with a ranged spell attack. Okay. Slash strip sandals. Stained letter. My darling daughter, when you were a little girl, I would often watch you play with your dolls and your cousins and picture myself an enormous pack. A silvery shield surrounding you, protecting you. I knew somehow, deep within myself, that no harm could ever befall you, because I would not let it. Though the healers say I may pass into the city of judgment soon, I know this, darling daughter. I am always around you. I am always with you. And the Moon Maiden will never allow you to bear a burden you cannot carry. I love you forever. A love that has no death. Mama. Got it. An open heresy. Lunite amulet. Few recognize Shar as a goddess of creation or Seluna as a goddess of destruction, yet both are true. Born in the primordial ebb and flow of time, they forged Aber-Toril together, and Shantae, Mother of Life, sprung into existence. Light and dark hung in perfect balance, embraced by Shar, enlightened by Seluna. Yet their creations were cold and distant, and Shantae prayed for warmth. This simple request divided the sisters, driving them to conflict, but it was Seluna that forced true flame into Aber-Toril, sparking the sun. How could Shar not be harmed by such a betrayal, forced to war against the light of the sun and the light of the moon? As the goddesses tore each other asunder, they formed new gods and new conflicts, all for the sake of a little warmth. The lesson is this: to put selfish comforts over the fate of existence is folly. For those who understand, the Lady of Loss is always listening. Okay.
Be running.
Blue Knight, a robe.
Melodia Thorm, loving mother, beloved wife. Her light will never be forgotten.
Okay. I would grab these for the gold, but then I thought, fine, let's be civilized. Here, another throne of the absolute. Yeah, not much here for us, I guess. There's this rampart. Doesn't really matter. I remember what's in here though.
That's a friendly looking shadow. Right tool will do the trick.
Easy. Oh, there's that dog here.
Lies before me.
I don't think we had, as far as I remember last time, we just persuaded. What is that called? Oh, attracting drow exiles. Dictated to scribe Yanthas by General Ketheric. Sweeping up individual drow renegades is not giving us the cadre of Lolth-trained veterans that I want for our staff and officer corps. We must be more ambitious. Agent Silver, True Soul 113, will be commanded to infiltrate Men's of Baranzan itself, ideally house Bainre, ostensibly to proselytize on...
When stripped of flesh, the Warhound is formidable. Spectral eyes meet yours as it growls a challenge.
Animal handling. Lower your eyes, you're no threat. Intimidation, give the creature a snarl of your own. Ooh, unlikely when it was 2. Dang. I'm not wasting inspirations on this. You're going down. Check if there's anything special. Bludgeoning vulnerability. You are going down, my friend. Ooh, 80% miss. Come on. Bludgeoning vulnerability. Yeah, that's where. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me here. Come on. Give me this bullshit. Bone chill. Get out of here. Let me read in peace. So Silver, True Soul 113, was infiltrating House Bainre ostensibly to proselytize on behalf of the Divine Absolute. I think Silver will be convincing in this role. This intrusion will incite outrage among the Bainre matrons, who can be counted upon to send a warband to exterminate whoever was so rash as to promote anti-Lolth apostasy in their home. Silver will have left a clear trail back here to Moonrise Towers, where the warband will find not a circle of ragtag heretics, but an army in the making. I will parley with the drow leader, but as we negotiate, the warband will be ambushed, and every drow warrior we capture will be tadpoled. This accomplished, the warband leader will meet the same fate, and thus we shall acquire our cadre of hardened Underdark warriors. And all it will cost us is the life of loyal Agent Silver. He is, truth be told, a tedious enthusiast, and I will not miss him. Yeah, I guess that's how they got me in Thara. What a playthrough, guys. Apostle Diary. Most of the text has been scoured away by time, and what remains appears to be some form of ritual incantation. Your white ribs the pillars, your bleached skull the dome. Take on Apostle's final form. Cathedral wrought of blessed bone. What is Merkel god of? God of death? We like death. Suelto's Ethic of War. The Ethic of War by Christina Suelto. My colleague Amaps proposes fair rules of engagement in times of war. and forgiveness upon victory. Are we to spare our enemies then, once they have fallen to our might? Are we to put all hatred behind us when surrender is offered? Indeed not. For what shall we do once our opponent gathers new armies and masses them once again along our borders? We shall wage another war and count the lives snuffed out by our own magnanimity. Once an enemy kingdom is conquered, it must be razed to the ground. Only then can we be free of its spectre. Yep.
These boots have
Kind of
seen
what I
everything.
think Aristotle said, that, you know, you gotta destroy your enemies, absolutely, if you've set out to do so. Potion. What potion is that? A potion. And let's put that back on the table. Rage Blaster Sword Coast for Baldur's Gate. A map of Baldur's Gate depicting Upper City, Lower City, and Outer City as far as Worm's Crossing, as well as Grey Harbor and the near course of the Chionthar. Arrows show the intended progress of the armies of the Absolute, with weak points in the city defenses marked with X. A missive from Gortash again. Another one. General, given what we know from my research about the Gith artifact, I can't emphasize enough how critical it is that it be recovered. The power that artifact contains can boost our own efforts to unforeseen levels, but if it falls into the hands of enemies of wit and persistence, it could bring down all of our plans and schemes. The body of our handpicked captain for the artifact raid wasn't found in the wreckage of the Nautiloid, and I'm not at all easy in my mind about that fact. Find the artifact, employ rigorous means, do not fail. The body of our handpicked captain for the artifact raid wasn't found in the wreckage of the Nautiloid, and I'm not at all easy in my mind about that fact. Yeah, so it was Gortash and these Chosen that sent someone to steal the artifact. I guess the only way to find out is to play the Shadowheart's, you know, companion, because she's the one that has the artifact initially. Absolute outfit, opulent chest here.
Something over there.
Elder Brain Domination. Confidential, dictated to scribe Yantas by General Ketheric. Young Gortash's plan to enslave an illiterate Elder Brain and make it our marionette under control of the Crown of Karsus has proceeded almost without flaw, barring the slight delay while our Baalist allies sorted out their leadership conflict. The weak point must surely be the sharing of the Netherstones. It was necessary to secure my engagement and that of the murder cult, but eventually it's certain to fracture our fragile alliance. Clearly, all 3 Netherstones must be controlled by a single leader, me by preference, and not until after all the stakeholders have made their essential contribution. Gortash fears that, energized by the dark energies of the Crown, the brain we now call the Absolute will eventually metamorphose into something new and more difficult to control. If he's right, the need to invest the power of the Netherstones in a single wielder is urgent. Even more so in that Enver Gortash, at least, must be thinking the same way. Okay, so Enver, yeah, so Gortash and Ketheric are both planning to take 3 stones because they have realized that the brain, the nether brain that they're controlling, might recognize it clearly. All 3 nodes must be controlled by a single leader by preference. All the stakeholders made this notion. Gortash fears that, energized by the dark energies of the Crown, the brain we now call the Absolute will eventually metamorphose into something new and more difficult to control. Yeah. Barring the slight delay while our Baalist allies sort out their leadership conflict. I guess that's what Sarevok and Orin. Because Orin is the Baal's chosen, right? Merkel is... Well, Ketheric is Merkel, yeah, and Gortash is Bane.
Come on, open up.
But we've been treated in this throne room like a god before. Block of elemental absorption. Absorb an element damage once per short rest. Take out the damage. Man. Letter to Ketheric. There's a lot of lore in here. I've never read these before, I don't think. Well, I've read some of these, but quite a lot of new stuff here for me. I'm loving it. My darling husband, I know my time is drawing near. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave our little girl, but I'm not writing to lament our lot. It's ours and no others'. Though the city of judgment is dark, I know Our Lady's light will find me even there. I will see her shining spires and walk the silver gardens we've both dreamt of. I go to my reward and leave quite a task to you yet, my heart. The luna's light shines bright in our little one, but she will need a guide to keep on her path. I have no doubt that she will keep you on yours. It is the same path, Our Lady's path, and one day I know it will bring you both back to me. Only not too soon, I hope. I won't say goodbye. There is no loss, only temporary separation. How I love you. Forever, Melodia.
A letter from Ketheric's wife. Sounds like she loved him. Very much.
Okay. Yeah. Cabinet. Alright, I think we've sort of seen everything. Come on, where is the big one? Okay, I think we've seen everything, we've taken everything. Oh, unsent letter, hang on. Having read this. Balthazar, I thank you for returning what was mine and have no doubt all will be well once the war is won. After that, I believe our business will be concluded. A different life, a better life, awaits. General Ketheric Thurm, I thank you for returning what was mine, and I have no doubt all will be well once the war is won. After that, I believe our business will be concluded. A different life, a better life, awaits. I think I know what he's talking about. Yeah, so clearly he helped. Okay. I think that is it, guys, right? I mean, there's obviously the prison downstairs. We're gonna skip that for now for sure. And I think we've gone on long enough, man. There's a lot of lore here. Here we're at 2000 XP. I mean, a lot of kind of XP tidbits. I can't wait to get to level 8, guys. I cannot wait to get to level 8. All right. I mean, I will... I mean, there's not much to do in between episodes. I might sell some stuff here. Gonna reorganize our inventory. We do have Action Surge, and we still have a couple of spell slots. So maybe we'll open up the next episode with a little exploration, and then get a long rest in.
Let's see what this does.
Right. Okay. Well, let's finish this episode here. I think we've gone on long enough. That was a lot of oh, hang on. A lot of exploration. I'm a little bit confused. A little bit confused, to be honest. As to why he said in this throne room we used to be treated like a god. What? Or greeted like a god? We'll see. Alright. Anyway, big episode, guys. We got to Moonrise Towers. Upgraded our glaive. This is exactly the reason we started, you know, with glaives. Big, yeah. Hoping to find some more items soon. But for now, this should be okay. Alright, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.